Hi, Craig from Dyno Talk with my K24 RX8 build.
What's that in your hand?
A brand new Mazda badge.
Finishing touches.
Well, I've been after trying to get one of these spoilers from it for a long time, so I've got the rest of the kit. And I've tried everywhere and can't get one, but you still get it from Mazda.
You did get a fiberglass one, didn't you?
Yeah, which comes snapped in half from Poland and offered me £30 refund. And that was £200 delivered with all the duty and everything. It's got spanked on duty. So that was £300, brand new, fitting kit, all the screws, clips, support, everything.
Put the final touch on then, don't keep people waiting.
£12 for a new badge, so I thought, you know what?
Is that all it was?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's not an E30, they're about 70 quid or something now for a badge.
I was going to paint the other one, but it was right manky, so... I mean, Gaz's just done such a nice job of everything. It seems a shame to put all the manky stuff back on.
Should we shut the bonnet and stand back to behold your finished piece?
Yeah, so...
I mean, we never even recap what this was if you're new to this. It's been going on for a year or so.
What's it something like that? Yeah,
it's not finished.
Wow. So, RX8, K24, 8 HP, 70, 8-speed auto box. Basically, that's it. It's going to be my track car.
Some sort of Garrett turbo.
Oh yeah. Well, it started off with just a normal engine, as most people know. And then we ended up with it sort of falling apart, road testing.
Yeah, go back and watch the build.
The misery.
Craig blew it up on the estate.
So, had to buy another engine, take it apart. Spoke to...
Do you want to get that? Not business.
Okay. So I had to end up buying another engine. Spoke to Ian at Clockwise Engineering, who's pretty much the man to go to Hondas. Very, very helpful guy. Bought wider pistons, valves, valve springs. Basically, spent all the money to get it up to a proper spec. It's got a 3076 Garrett, Turbo Smart wastegate, Skunk 2 intake. Mostly buoyancy, mostly.
Is this what the children would call fully forged?
Fully forged, yeah.
Out of one block.
Yeah. So, you know, I built it to go. I wanted to just start off like it's supposed to be like a bit of a cheap, fun car. That's long gone. So I've ended up building quite a posh engine. I had to have another when the rod went the other one, it cut the oil pump in half. So I had to have another new oil pump. Turned out the front pulley, the rubber was a bit manky. I had to have a new pulley. It sort of ran away a bit.
Quite a thing.
So it's all good. Bodywork's all done. I don't know if the wings one.
No, they weren't. They've only just gone on,
the
haven't
wings
they?
one, the little spats one. I've got a Racing Beat rear spoiler.
Oh yeah, let's go and look at that. I like that.
I wanted some. There's got rear spats on the back as well down there. They're genuine Mazda. This is all genuine Mazda. I didn't want really anything, you know, too disgusting.
Yeah, the wing was quite nice. It's not fiberglass either, is it?
No, it's
like a real material.
It's a genuine Racing Beat one. I don't know much about it. Just I didn't want something too in your face.
I mean, we could show you the thing that you bought that looks like it came off an Evo.
No, let's not. I bought this other one and I've just sort of
put it in the Fast and Furious.
Yeah, it's disgusting. So that's basically
there it is then.
I've got to do the exhaust tip, and then it was. Well, so we've had a bit of a spanner in the works.
Hang on, I was going to say, that was a quick video. Thanks for watching. See you later, but no.
So, we've had a customer on about buying an engine to build. They're doing building like a demo car, and he wants a K24 and building this sort of spec. So to cut a very long story short, I'm taking the engine out.
You never even drove it?
No. It spun the wheels. It's ran and spun the wheels in the dyno. I mean, it runs. It's, you know, it's good. It's literally done, and then it sort of snowballed into how much is the engine, and you need this. It basically needs that, and they're in a real time frame problem where they need it for a certain date. So basically, I'm taking it out and putting a V8 in. I
mean, some might say what you should have done in the first place. Others might say not.
No, I am I should have done it for this. This was supposed to be a bit cheap for, and just 800 quid K24, chuck turbo on, they never blow up. That's what they do. And this is, I've actually added up how much the engine and turbo and everything cost me, and it's eye-watering.
It's a lot less than the V8 would have cost you, anyway. I don't know about
massively.
I could have bought on the street, but you.
I could have bought a brand new LS3 with brand new ECU and everything cheaper than that, and that is the truth.
That's disappointing, isn't it?
Turbos are probably 1,600 quid now. They're £1,000. That's 750 quid.
Yeah.
Honestly, you buy bits here and bits there, and you sort of go along. You think that's not, then I've actually sat and done the numbers, and I was absolutely shocked.
You sold it,
but so it's sold. I've just got to take it out, and I've got a.
Is it here, or is it in pieces, or is it back together?
You have to excuse the mess because we're in the middle of reinstalling the bike.
Look, here's another one that Craig scrapped.
Yeah, that's one I did 19 years ago.
Has it been that long?
Yeah, maybe more.
Some of you lot weren't even born then, were you? And Craig's been scrapping RX7s for 19 years.
So when you see the LS box in that, we're not new to this game. We're doing it a long while. This was, I think, was this 3, Martin, or 4? 3. Martin's you probably know him. He's the CNC guy, long-term friend and
customer.
And Gaz has just painted this, so
yeah, it's been at Gaz's what, a year?
Yeah, take a little birthday cake. Don't go to a painter and say no rush.
Yeah.
So, yeah, excuse the mess in here because we're just putting the bike dyno back in.
Just so your jumper makes sense.
Yeah. It's just so we can. I've got a lot of mates with bikes, and a lot of people don't know carburetors, and that's sort of what I did. So it's not really to earn money on. It's more just for a toy, really.
Is that a please don't phone me to tune your bike message? Right, no problem.
Yeah. So this is, I've had this for quite a while. I had it when the K24 blow. So it's basically an L83, so it's not an LS.
It's an LT, sort of.
It's sort of an LT. It's basically a 5.3 litre truck engine.
Aluminium.
But they're alloy, none of this steel pig iron stuff, Jay.
How dare you? Do these like the boost?
Yeah.
Ah.
But if you notice, it comes with like piston squirter standard, like super strong crank. It's a direct injection. It's basically the same engine as in the Aston and the Evo, but 5.3, so a little bit smaller CC.
Right.
I'm going to run it Porsche injection now rather than direct injection, just purely for cost and simplicity. And I can just run it on. I can run it on M mode, and it'll just be relatively easy. Carl's just going to reconfigure the ECU for the K24, and I'll do a new loom for this. And all I'm doing with this is it's completely stock. I'm going to put a cam in it, a different sump and a different intake, and it'll be, mid-4, something like that.
400 to 500 horsepower range.
Like, which is fine. I'm not, it was never about big numbers and,
Well, it's got to survive track days, hasn't it?
Yeah, I just want it to work, so I'm going to put a nice cam in it. Not the biggest cam, just something decent. It'll rev hard to sort of 7, which is fine.
So how's the oiling on these compared to an LS? Because LS hasn't got the greatest reputation for track days, has it?
The problem with LSs are fine if you put a baffle kit in them. If you
or
put
an Accu-Sump.
Yeah, but Accu-Sumps are a big problem if you don't know what you're doing with them.
Right.
The amount of cars we get in, they've got an Accu-Sump on that doesn't turn off right. So when you start the car and it fills up, it takes a load of oil out your engine. So
right. So if you've dipped the stick
with the Accu-Sump empty,
It's
basically some are on a switch, some ignition switch, some are fed when the engine gets low of oil. But if it evacuates out and then doesn't fill again, you've got the wrong oil level. So they're very good if used right. I've got many like TVRs, RX7s. They've done literally 30-40 track days with no issues, and all they've got is a F-body sump with a baffle tray.
Right.
But they do use a bit of oil. Check your oil, good oil, and check it regularly, and a bit of control. They're normally fine. Like any engine, they can go wrong. I've not run one of these on a track. I don't know. So
we're about to find out.
Yeah.
And that automatic gearbox is going on it, is it?
Yeah. I'm just going to get a different adapter plate. So there's a K24 to 8 HP adapter plate for sale. that's done.
Oh, they're not taking that, are they? That's
No, it's going in a
something else.
Rear wheel drive, front wheel drive, weird thing.
Right.
So no, the depth plate will be for sale. I'll get the guy Adamat to do me another one for this.
What, 2 weekends and it'll be in and running?
I mean, there's a bit of work. I'm going on these. I've got quite. If you look here, it's quite a long crank pulley.
Can you take some off? Or do you need all the?
I'm going to put an LS one on it. I'm going to actually move the front end about because they've got like a really big, weird water pump on them. So I'm just going to do a little bit of altering on sizes like that. Buying Tawley cam, Philip Billy Speed Shop. Let's get me a cam, and MSD Atomic do basically an intake that has port injection, so we can just put some injectors in and run it. But the beauty with the 5.3, the LT over the LS is variable valve timing.
Right.
So it's higher compression, better flowing heads, and the VVT gives you like a massive change in particularly torque. But you can get like a really good power.
And are these expensive compared to an LS, or what are they? They like to get?
They're not. The thing is, from 2014 onwards, these are in everything.
Right, so it's like
within
2,500 trucks or 1,500 trucks.
They're in everything. Yeah. So they either have an L83, which is 5.3, or an L86, which is 6.2.
Oh, right, okay.
So
and both alloy?
Both alloy.
Yeah.
So I will corner weight that actually before I take it apart and do this, just for my own, knowledge. So it's all alloy, but plastic intake and that. So the weight isn't as bad as, by the time you add a turbo to that and the manifold and the wastegate and all that, intercool and pipework, the numbers aren't as bad.
Well, I'll tell you what then, to finish this video, should we go and get the scales and we'll weigh the thing?
Yeah.
And we'll see what it is.
I have no idea how heavy it is.
Right, we're back. Just got to zero the scales.
Road racing.
Yeah. What do you think it's going to weigh? I'm going 1,300.
It's probably heavier than I think, to be fair.
How did you think it is? What's going to disappoint you?
Well, what's an M3?
What sort?
Like E46.
Oh, loads, like 1,600 or something, isn't there? Yeah.
I mean, if it's under that, I'd be happy.
Well, it's got to be under that, isn't it?
To be fair, I've not gone. It's the same size car, isn't it?
I suppose.
Pretty much. Yeah,
but it's not a BMW.
No. I mean, I've not gone mad. I mean, it's got it's got a lot of the trim in. It's got a full, it's got like a full size battery. I haven't gone silly with lithium batteries or anything like that.
Right, let me zero this then, and we'll see what is what. There we go. The zeros.
So I don't know.
Go on, make a guess.
1350.
What do you reckon, Martin?
1380.
1380. That's a fat pig, isn't it?
That's all right, isn't it? 1318.
1318. What did you say?
1350.
I said 13 dead. I was closest. That's not too bad.
No. I mean, nearer mine. Oh well.
It's no E30.
I mean, what's yours? Like 1,000?
1,050, 58 or 56?
I'd say what's lighter than carbon fibre, doesn't it?
Well, it is.
That's all right. I could take the body kit off and make it lighter.
You can take that then, and make it lighter.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It'll be really interesting to see the difference.
And what sort of weight balance has it got?
It's
a little bit nose heavy, isn't it? But not.
Is that your 50-30?
That's the cross weight. So the cross weight's about bang on, but it's a little bit nose heavy.
I mean, I haven't.
We haven't tried, have we?
No, I mean, I've not done it.
So yeah, it's like 55% nose heavy as it sits today. But I'm sure we could get.
I mean, that's a lot with, that considering that's a little engine, but I mean when you look.
But there's a lot of stuff hanging off it.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Like it's not particularly big. When you look at the engine bay, that's full.
Yeah.
People think the V8s are massive, but I mean they are big, but it probably won't look much worse than that when it's done.
No.
Like the intake on a LS or LT is plastic. The manifolds don't need to be scheduled, so they'll be thinner. You don't need that. So it'll be interesting. You don't need, because the intercoolers on the front,
of course, you've got
turbos
loads of extra coolers and all sorts.
I can take the intercooler off and all the pipe work off, and
that was well worth making.
It's a lot of work. I mean,
just don't think about it.
Well, it's winter. I mean, I wouldn't be doing this if it was summer. I just want to go and use it. But
yeah, you were saying you wanted a winter project, so you'll have the same one as last year.
I mean, if I didn't do this, I'd probably end up putting that in some. I even looked at putting it in the Shogun. I'd have to have a word myself because that's
which Shogun?
The black one.
Oh, really?
I thought it'd be ace in that, wouldn't it? But that was no. So yeah, I'll
crack on then.
Start pulling it apart, I suppose.
Awesome. Well, we'll be. Well, me and Phil will be back with usual content, I suppose, once we've finished his M3. We're still working on it, but it's taking a little bit of time.
Days soon. It's only a few days now.
I got 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
You've been on it for months already.
Just put a gearbox in. It's the slowest gearbox install ever. But no, thanks for watching. If you do have time, check out driftworks.com. Buy yourself something nice. Something expensive would be good. Probably shouldn't say that.
And happy Christmas, guys.
It's not Christmas yet. We've got to crack down first.
Well, I won't be doing another one before Christmas. I'll be working on this.
Right.
Happy Christmas from me.
Not for me. I'll see you again.